And tell us what you really want to hear about. Sam Walker's already given us instructions to tell you not to do that again. No more overtime heart attacks. Okay, other than that, you had a pretty good day.
We find new ways. I don't know session.
I do, Coach. I'll share mine with you.
We find new ways to make games interesting, and that goes to me. And when we get back to practice, we got to do more. We got to do more late game stuff. I just got to be better there and make sure that we do that. But oh man, it's so hard to win on the road. We 15-point comeback. We just gave up a 17-point lead. It's just conference is so hard, just because everyone's fighting, everyone's prepared. McNeese is a really good basketball team. We were fortunate that we slowed them down from the three-point line in that second half, and that was really the difference in the game, I think, for us.
No doubt, Coach. You ended up taking, had the advantage in threes, 13 to their 10 on the same number of shots.
Yeah, no, that's how we want to play. I don't expect maybe DeMarcus to have that much production. And he got to the foul line a lot, which really helped him. But he was great. Tommy was great again. We're seeing consistent play out of guys, which is really, really positive. And we got great contributions kind of all over the place today. I liked our minutes better. I didn't like how they were at Nichols. I think I stretched guys too much. Even in an overtime game, DMAC leads us with 35 minutes. Kalen played 40. Okay, I guess like one guy. But with CJ out, we're a little depleted at that position. But I like our minutes breakdown. I think it kept us fresh and able to make plays late in the game.
And you were doing this without the opportunity to have CJ Roberts out there. He's been unable to go today.
Yeah, he's a little banged up. Hopefully we'll get him back sooner rather than later. But that's why Kalen did a nice job. In 41 minutes with the ball in your hand against, they pressed us most of the game, kind of a junk defense. To have only 2 turnovers and 3 assists is really good. And he only scored 5 points, but that's an unselfish group. He didn't force a whole lot at all. He let stuff come to him, and our wings and forwards had a field day on the wings and corners against that zone stuff.
Luka Vasic had maybe his best game as a Lion. Certainly scoring-wise, he did 2 off his career best.
He wants that last play back, but give our team a lot of credit for just hanging in there with them. Obviously, I said nobody's trying to make a mistake. Mistakes happen as part of the game, but everyone's out there trying to help individually, help the collective, help us win the game. So gotta give McNeese a lot of credit. They are tough to guard. They jumped on us early. They really shoot it well. I think we were the beneficiary of them kind of missing some shots because they got some looks in the second half that didn't go down for them, and that really allowed us to build a little lead there. And we didn't hold on to it, but we were able to get another one overtime.
Coach, how did it all start rolling the Lions' way back in the first half? You start rallying back from 15 down. It was a lot closer at the halftime break.
Stops. If you let a team score and then set their defense, they're a good team. When we were going against a set defense, it's just so hard to score. We had a few buckets, but it's just so hard to score. But once you start getting stops, we're able to get out in transition. You're able to get into some flow offensively where they have a harder time matching up. They're maybe a step slow in that scenario. And you got to make some shots. And I thought let me see how many shots we got. 57. Yeah, see, I knew they shot a lot more shots than us. But
13 more.
Yeah, and the discrepancy this game was the foul line. We didn't turn it over. We turned it over a few times, but we didn't turn it over crazy for a 45-minute game. But we were able to get to the foul line and cash those in.
All right, you get the lead. It was up to 9 in the second half, but here come the Cowboys, just like the Lions did, and just like Nicholls State did Thursday night. It's like, oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah, it's a game of runs. We ended up having the biggest run with the 11-point run in the first half that really got us back in the game. It was really close. If it was 9 points, it didn't. That's the way they shoot it. That's a couple of possessions, and one possession is a 6-point game. So we never thought it was going to get away from them, and we just were worried about every possession. We handled. I thought we actually handled some runs well and started rebounding. First half we did not rebound well. We gave up 7 offensive rebounds. They ended up with 13 for the game, but we ended up winning the rebounding battle. which was a huge key for us going into this game, knowing how many threes they shoot and how good of a percentage offensive rebounding team they are.
Coach, I was just going to ask you about the rebounds. You got the offensive side, especially 11 offensive boards. You end up putting 13 up on second chance points. 13 rebounds on the offensive end for McNeese, and they only made 15 out of it. Both of you are doing well.
Yeah, and 24. What do you end up with? He's a load down there.
He is. Shoemate, he had a great
16
game.
and 8. Didn't turn it over. Had a couple steals. I thought he was really good. He made it tough for us in the paint. And they kind of rebound like we thought. They rebound committee. Massey's a big wing guard. We got Francis, athletic. So
6
just
of 8
multiple
threes,
guys.
yeah.
You get 1, 2, 5 guys get an offensive rebound. That's their style. That's how they play. So I think we got some crucial ones when we went on that little run there in the second half, or when we got enough stops, we got some rebounds and we were able to build a little lead. But it's just so tough. We'll take it. Anytime we can go on the road in the league and just steal a game, that's all we're trying to do.
All right, what was the conversation like in that last huddle before McNeese inbounded the ball?
Yeah, well, we talked defense first because they went to review, so we weren't sure what it was going to be. And then when we were at the free throw line, we called timeout because we wanted to miss the free throw and hit the rim. And then they're getting the ball facing the wrong direction with 1.6 seconds. There's a strong chance they don't even get a shot off. But if you make it, it would have made it a 3-point game. But you're able to throw it the length of the court, make one pass, and get a shot off. A chance of a foul and going to foul in for 3, or getting a shot off and winning. It's just a lot lower percentage shot from the other side of the court.
All right,
it would have been on ESPN if it would have happened, but that's 99 to 1 odds. I like the 99 on my side.
All right, Coach. Well, we certainly like the 82 on our side at the end of this day when McNeese had 80. Congratulations on the win. A great comeback after Thursday night. Now you get a few days to get ready for another trip. We'll go to the Bayou City over in Texas and see what Houston Christian has to offer.
You got it. I appreciate everyone. Go Lions.
All right, folks. Jared Von Rosen.